Okay. Well, I want to thank you for coming out today and appreciate you coming all at one time so that we could answer questions about an incident that occurred at South today. I'm going to read a very short statement to you initially. Officer Vettel is here from the Fargo PD to also talk to you just a little bit about what they're doing from their side of things, and then we'll be available for questions that you would have. So that's the process we're going to go through, and if that's okay with everybody, we'll get started. So at this time, at approximately 11 a.m. today, there was an incident involving a Fargo South student in a pool during a physical education class. The student was taken by ambulance to a medical facility in Fargo. At this time, the student is receiving continued medical treatments. We do not know the condition at this time of the student, but we do know it's serious. So that's the statement that I have for you at this point. Officer Vettel, I'll let you make any comments that you'd like to make as an introductory statement.
Certainly, as the Dr. Schatz had stated, we were called through our dispatch center of an incident that was occurring at Fargo South approximately at 11 a.m. When we responded, obviously ambulance along with fire and police arrived on scene. They did take and encounter a medical situation at that time. From that standpoint, currently officers are on scene investigating that incident at this time.
Can you be a little more particular, Dr. Schatz, about the type of incident, drowning?
This was in a physical education class we call Fitness for Life. And in that class, they normally have a unit of swimming. So it's a regular swimming activity that students engage in when they're in that class.
Was the student pushed in the pool or swimming
No,
regularly? Or?
What occurred was the students were in the pool during class. Typically, they are doing some kinds of activities, different types of activities depending on the level of swimming ability of the students. And so as the teacher was working with the class, this student was found on the deep end of the pool, and at that point knew there was something that needed to be attended to, and that's when the incident occurred.
Were they one of the better swimmers?
At this point, I'm not sure on that. We're still investigating.
Was there attempts at the scene then to resuscitate the student?
Student was extracted from the pool. Immediately, there was resuscitation started, CPR, and that continued. The SRO at the school came down also to the pool area. And when then the medical folks showed up, they continued on with CPR.
So the student was not breathing then when they were found?
I'm not quite sure on that, and we're still gathering that information.
Was there a teacher in the area at the time?
Yeah, there was 2 staff members in the pool, and so the lead teacher was there, and then there was another teacher there too.
Age of this student, would it be a sophomore, junior, or senior?
At this time, we're not going to comment on the student themselves. It was a student at South, and we'll just leave it at that.
Can't say male, female?
It was a male, I can tell you that. Yeah.
Family notified?
Family's been notified, parents are with the student.
So the student was away from the rest of the students then, or it was spread
No,
out
there were
across the-
students throughout the entire pool area. The student was part of that group of all students in the pool, and then was found in that other area of the pool. So,
Was he submerged, or what was the tipping?
all indications were that he was struggling and was on the deeper end of the pool, and so we're still doing further investigations exactly as to what that was. So, but he was in the deeper end of the pool.
But he was struggling when he was found? Or just-
I'm not sure about that. We don't know that completely. So,
And again, you'd qualify his condition? you
it's
say
serious.
very
I would say very serious.
How are the kids holding up that were there when this went on?
The kids are doing well. With any incident that occurs in our schools, it always has an impact on our student body. Our counselors are experts in working with our students. Obviously, there's staff involved too, so we're making sure that we pay attention to any issues that might come up where people are struggling, knowing that we had an incident and something had occurred and somebody got injured. So, but we have really good systems to put in place to deal with that.
Is that Sanford?
I'm not going to name the medical facility at this time.
Are there any physical concerns about the student before this incident?
Not that I'm aware of. Hope?
Any plans going on among students as far as rallying support or prayers, I don't know, something like that for the student?
This just happened at 11 o'clock, so there really isn't anything like that going on right now. The principals in the building are managing the issue and then, of course, appropriately responding to students. They will be letting their staff know and their students know that there was an incident at the school. So, and then all those procedures that we use when we have something happen like this will go into play, and the support vehicles will be there for people.
Will there be any reassessment of the class protocol as far as the exercise, or was this something that wouldn't legitimately put a healthy person at risk?
Yeah, this is a very normal unit that we have in the physical education classes. We use our pools for instruction. We, of course, will do a further investigation as to what occurred. And if there's anything that we need to take a look at, we'll certainly do that. But every indication I have is that it was a pretty normal, routine, regular class that went in and do the things that we always do.
No horseplay from other students involved or anything?
Nothing that I've been, that has indicated that happened at all.
And it's still not clear, Jeff, who discovered him, if it was teacher or other students?
Well, the students in the class and the teacher were all involved with noticing that the individual was struggling.
Was he still swimming, like, or
He
was he
wasn't still
actually at the
swimming.
bottom?
He was not still swimming. He was not at the bottom of the pool. Any other questions?
Is this an elective class?
It's an elective class, right? Okay, if we have any further updates, we'll let you know. But as of right now, that's what we know, and we thank you for coming out. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks.